Today we're heading up to Asheville, North Carolina, which is about an hour and 57-minute drive according to Waze. But we're going up there for the Land Rover Experience Owner's Day. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a fun weekend, and I'm ready to take the Range Rover off-road once again.
Exit right to exit 23.
There's a Discovery 2, a beautiful Discovery 2. They didn't wave. It's pretty cool.
Do they ever wave?
No. When you're in an L322, they assume you're just kind of a... Which is true, but I do love other Land Rovers. I am really excited for this weekend. I think we're going to have a blast.
I'm already having a blast, right?
Well, good for you. I had to drive the Range Rover through back mountain roads. So, quite frankly, that wasn't the most fun thing in the world. But yeah, now we're back on the interstate. The interstate that ran right through a city that we could have... We were heading towards this interstate anyway, but the GPS...
It was the GPS!
The GPS took us off the interstate and down some twisty, windy back roads near the Nolichucky River, which I have to admit, it was very pretty. But it was horrible. And we were in the middle of nowhere. And now we still appear to be in the middle of nowhere, just on the interstate, which I'm fine with, because it's not bendy. Other than that, a pretty uneventful drive. I-40 is closed, or was closed. I think it opened up like one lane last night, but it said expect major delays. And quite frankly, it wasn't worth the risk, although it seems like we had a major delay anyway. Alright, so let's make it up this mountain. I think the Range Rover's transmission is about to just fall out. Should be a fun weekend. I'm a little worried. Let's go check in. I am very tired. That was a long road trip, many hours. Hopefully everything's settled.
Hopefully it's clean. That's all I care about.
Yep.
There's a Fuji white L322 that thing looks beautiful.
This is so cool. Surprisingly, we're not the oldest one here.
What is?
There's an LR3 back there. Green oval. Their license plate is green oval.
That's awesome.
I hear all of the timing chains just wearing away all at once. It's amazing. Probably not something you should want to hear. Oh, I'm excited.
This is awesome.
We're just pulling into Biltmore in a fleet of Range Rovers and Land Rovers. All the same. I'm so excited for this. Oh, look at the Lexus. I guess first up is breakfast.
Yeah. I think we're going breakfast and then, like, you know, the section of
This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. We've not even started yet. It's like the first off-road video we did where I'm just like so excited and it's not even started yet. The Defender 110. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Where did he come from?
I don't know.
B. B? Okay. Hang on 1 second. B? Alright. Head right up to him.
Pull right behind that silver Range Rover, please.
Alright.
The Land Rover motto is as slowly as possible, as fast as necessary. The idea here is if you're going into an obstacle nice and slow, and you make a mistake, chances are you get a do-over. If you go into that obstacle hot and you hurt something, we may be walking home. Off-road driving techniques. So, vehicle pre-drive inspection. Everyone has at least a half a tank of gas. No one has any funny lights on the dash. Everybody's got a decent set of tires. Everybody's good to go, right? All right, perfect. Mirror adjustments. So those big mirrors that are on the side can be aimed down and in more than most other vehicle manufacturers. You should be able to, from the driver's seat, see the leading edge of your rear tires. We'll have spotters. That's what we're for. Please, please, I'm going to say this 16 times. Do not hesitate to ask the instructors for help. That is what we're here for. Clearance angles. So we use this picture all the time. I think it's really stale. It's really boring. It shows you what the approach angle is. It shows you what the ramp breakover angle is. It shows you what the departure angle is. And the picture just makes me crazy. It's just tired. There's your approach angle. So the idea is you want to have the tire touch the obstacle, not the bumper. Right? If it's a super steep drop, ask what else to help you guide the car in there. Don't go into it fast and have the weight of the vehicle compress the front suspension, eating up some of your approach angle, and so sticking the bumper into the ground. There's a really good example of what an approach angle looks like when you've used it up, right? That vehicle dropped both front wheels into that ditch, and the front bumper's resting on the ground. They're gonna have a hard time getting that thing out there in a forward direction. There's a really nice picture of a high center, right? So even on a big tall Jeep, you can find yourselves high centered. If you see the picture there, the guy's front tire is spinning. He's not going anywhere like that. There's another really good picture. Right? So the length of your car, if anybody brought their long wheelbase today, we're going to have to watch out for that ramp breakover angle. So the length of your car affects that ramp breakover angle significantly. And it's not just restricted to us, because everybody can find themselves high-centered. Okay? Terrain response. So this is always a fun question. A lot of people are like, oh, the dealership told me, don't touch that button. No, we want you to touch the button. That's what it's there for. And so there are several settings depending on the year and model of your vehicle. Comfort, or as it's now called, well, general, that's what it used to be called, now it's called comfort, is the default program. So if you have an auto-equipped vehicle and you take it out of auto, you will be in comfort. That's where most people want to drive their Range Rover most of the time. But it's not really ideal for what we're going to be using today. So in addition to that, we have grass, gravel, and snow. The idea is it's a very slippery condition with a firm base. So snow on the road, loose gravel on a roadbed, wet grass, but not the swamp. Well, today it might be a little more swampy. And so we're probably going to want to use the mud and ruts program most of the day. Maximum side tilt. What is the maximum side tilt of your Range Rover? Right? Hopefully we never see it. It is about 1 degree before it tips over. You'll never find a published number, right? Because there's too many variables. You could have a low tire pressure on the right. You could have a stiff wind from the east. You could have a roof rack full of camping gear on there. There's too many variables to give you a number. You have a built-in inclinometer, right? In your inner ear, it says, that's too much, I don't want to go any farther. Listen to it, right? It's pretty good.
It's 410.
Hey, you cleaned it, thanks.
I needed to come off so we can clean it out there, right?
Yes, sir. This is the awkward part where we wait. It's like rush hour traffic.
So I'm guessing everybody starts at a different part of the trail?
Yeah, we're all gonna. We might cross. Our plan is not to cross, but you know, with this large group of people, we might come in contact with people. So we already did something wrong. Don't leave without me.
Okay.
Zach, do you need help? There's a part of me that wishes we were following that up oak.
The boats are fun on the trail. They get some crazy wheel lifts.
For the experienced vehicles, you guys use the LR4s, and
We have all of them. Yeah.
it's got to be pretty fun.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, somebody has to do it. I'm glad it's me.
I'd say it's fun until it starts pouring down rain. And
Really, the only bad part is just washing the vehicles every day afterwards. We wash them rain or shine, and at the end of every day. So once again, your job is to wash Land Rovers and Range Rovers. So there's really not a downside.
yeah, could be worse, right?
Could be worse. Yeah, we use some of the old logging trails, and some Land Rover came in and made just from scratch. It's pretty neat.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's got to be kind of interesting too, crafting off-road trails.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah. He's really good at just seeing things that instead of building everything, making sure we go over natural things instead of just creating everything, which is pretty neat. Love to see a convoy of Rovers. That's just a beautiful sight.
This is cool too because they're all different models and
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that.
That's a great thing about Hunter's Day. Everybody brings in just their own personality.
So before like becoming an instructor, did you have any experience with Land Rovers or anything like that?
Not really. I kind of came in with more of like a drag racing background.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Mustang that I built and drag raced, and I have a 2002 Suzuki Hayabusa that I drag race, and it's kind of in the middle of turbocharging it right now. But I have a 7-month-old at home, so that kind of put the hold on that for a little bit, but eventually we'll get back to it.
The Range Rover behind me has been replaced with a Honda.
They're in for it if they follow us.
Kind of hope they do.
Yeah. Would make for some good video.
God, there's just lines of them.
It's crazy.
I think they said there was 33.
Wow. So that's the most you guys have ever had?
It is, yeah. Last time we did it, I think we had 17.
Wow. Oh, what was that? See, it's the Land Rover just now?
That's our garage up there.
Ah, okay.
That's actually pretty
It's quite an angle. It's crazy.
Oh, oh, oh. Go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm rather uncomfortable. Oh God.
Like, I'm holding the camera straight right now, and look how crooked the dash is. Stuff is sliding around in the back.
I quite frankly hated that. Oh, that was terrifying. Oh, okay. That does not feel okay. So this is actually really cool. We've actually got an instructor in the car with us. Apparently most of the time on owner's day, the instructor doesn't ride with you, but because they have so many instructors per group, some cars get an instructor, which is really cool because we're getting to hear all of the stories. But even better than that is we're about to go through mud ruts. And all of the GoPros are dead, which, you know, so be it.
We're charging, but...
So we're going to have to go into mud and ruts here in a moment. And get through this.
Hit some... Oh, that's guns, okay.
Going to mud ruts. Terrain response, do your thing. Nope. It completely changes the feel of the car, it's really weird.
It's the uphill part afterwards, gonna be a little... probably dicey.
God, it's just a monster.
It's necessary, but as slowly as possible. So right here it might get a little slippery.
Okay.
So add as much throttle as you think needed to get over this, but this is probably the worst part. So give it enough throttle to make sure you get through it without sending everybody through the sunroof.
Okay.
And when you're ready.
All right. Extremely easy. I understand why this is for novice drivers. Hurricane Creek was very difficult compared to this.
Yeah.
This is just a nice, relaxing day out driving your Land Rover.
If you could hold for me up there, that'd be awesome.
Now that is a big dip.
Yes, sir.
Easy.
Now these streets do make it a little difficult, especially if you were in a long wheelbase, because it's...
Some of this stuff, like this dip right here, might be difficult in a long wheelbase, not gonna lie.
They have it cleared perfectly for Land Rovers.
Which is nice, because Hurricane Creek wasn't that way.
No. It was cleared perfectly for Jeeps. You know, I did all of Hurricane Creek Trail in high range.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's right. It's nice to hear the slop.
I know, I missed it. I need to stop turning into that mud rut like that. Come down. Stick. Oh.
And over the stick.
There it goes. Terrain response unavailable. Okay. Oh, damn. That's a lot of mud. Make sure you record this. That's a lot of mud. Really high mud. Thanks. What?
She said 90% of cars don't.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not higher now.
Most people don't know how close they are over there.
Yeah, I know, they don't. They don't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is much less stressful than Hurricane Creek.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it helps to have like 6 instructors out here, you know, like helping you along and everything, and if you mess up, they correct you and that sort of a thing.
I want to make sure they get out of this before I just go in with them. I'm sliding.
So it looks like we're going to touch, so we're going to back up a little bit and take a different route, okay?
Okay. I need to back up. Oh. Say it like you mean it.
That's the hole we dug.
DSC off. There should be a little squiggly line on your dash somewhere. No. Alright. What's back up? So, to your right.
That's the hole we dug.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I could have gone over that.
Yeah.
There's a log in the middle. I just cleared it.
Overall, though, I'm really impressed. The L322 is doing phenomenal. Minus the faults. But what do you expect? Things. Oh my god.
So you said for us to stop like right up here, right?
I love their steering wheel.
It's so pretty.
Go back in the drive now. Let it do the work. Oh. So what's actually crazy is they just went and cleared a tree, which isn't something you normally expect.
It really is kind of like full service off-roading.
I like that. It's full service off-roading.
It's like, you get to stay in your car. Like, we honestly, the only reason we've gotten out is to get like photos and, you know, stuff like that. You don't have to get out of the car ever.
No, it's amazing.
Got that one a little sharp, I think, but it's okay. You know, handle it. We're good. That's why we have a Range Rover after all.
And rather than taking the corner the way you normally should, I cut it a bit short and we went through a ditch. But don't worry, the Range Rover did it. It's the least of its worries today. But yeah, overall, I am loving this. These L405s are beautiful. I'm loving this. We're just driving our Range Rovers down Biltmore, which is not something you would normally expect to ever say. Except I guess you would because it's Owner's Day. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly try to catch up. I don't know where they've gone. Oh, we're doing the hill! We're doing the hill! Oh, you gotta get out and film this one. There was only one time where the Range Rover got stuck, and to be fair, it wasn't the Range Rover's fault. It was kind of the Range Rover's fault. But it got unstuck when we went the correct way. Thank you for deciding to shift. I appreciate that. Low range scares me because it holds gears for so long. Ooh. I have to pee so bad.
Well, you're gonna pee yourself going up this hill. Whoa, look, there's a discovery up in the woods.
Oh, that's another group. That's awesome. I'm really nervous. That's a steep incline. There goes hill descent control. Making that mighty awful noise of tick, 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 tick. It's not the timing chain. It's actually okay. That was necessary. The Range Rover is just the perfect off-road experience. It's so smooth and seamless, and there's only a few faults on the dashboard. Everything's just exactly the way you would expect your Range Rover to be after 9 years. 8 years. I don't know. I can't math right now, and I can't be bothered because I'm off-roading my Range Rover. And quite frankly, there's nothing better. Just driving through a field, about to do a very steep obstacle, it actually seems. I'm actually not excited for that. It's going to be great footage, and Nick's going to get great footage of it. But I am totally horrified. Although it's not as bad as crossing water for the first time, which was even more terrifying. I'm gonna let them get up this hill.
towards me just a little bit. There you go. You're in first gear. All right, come on over. Good. Got good line going. Great. All right, stop right now. Now let it off. Let it still hold up for you. Again. Yeah, that was earlier. I got that away. Perfect.
So one of the things I was really curious about is if Land Rover Owner's Day is worth it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. $325, you can come drive your own Land Rover around the grounds of Biltmore all day. We still have 2 hours left. I mean, I wasn't convinced fully that it would be this much fun. But it is that much fun. And the thing is, it's not just the driving, it's the people. I've made so many friends on this little trip alone. Even people who live in Florida, which is where we're about to move. I've had a blast. And it's the best $325 I've ever spent for a day. I mean, when it comes down to it, you don't get much value out of $325. It can't buy you that much, but it can buy you this. And this is worth it. I love this. Like, I seriously, I will be back next time. Because it's, look, there's more over there. Like, this is just the best thing that we've ever done.
Yeah.
And you get to have fun with your car, but you're not pushing it to a point where you're like smashing into things all the time, which just kind of stresses me out. You're just having fun, and people are watching out for you. You're watching out for the person behind you. The person in front of you is watching out for you. It's just nice. It's fun. It's a communal thing, and you all have one thing in common, and that's that you love your Land Rover. And, you know, we were talking to the person in front of us, and she said she's had Range Rovers since the late 80s. And you just, very rarely do you get to meet people like that, and this is a place where you can all come together, share your passions, and have fun. That's where I drove.
Yeah, there's
off.
a ditch there. That's where Patrick went into the ditch.
But it's like, you just can't have that much fun most of the time. And this, $325, and you can just drive your car the way it's meant to be driven and use the features it's meant to be used, and it's just, it's an incredible value. Plus you get food. I don't necessarily know if coming and doing their Land Rover school with their cars would be quite the same experience. You know, it's a little more expensive, and there doesn't seem to be that sense of community involving that, because it's just kind of random people coming and doing it. And I don't know, I've never done it, and we'll definitely do it in the near future. You know, I'll happily fly up here and do that video. In fact, I think that would be a great video for the channel. Speaking of what we were talking about last night, doing experiences like that, I think that would be a great idea. But Owner's Day is just such a special event that you don't get anywhere else. Honestly, I would do this once a month. You know, because you can't get this anywhere else. And that's what this car is meant to do. It's thrown faults, it's thrown its fit, but you know what? It's still in off-road height, it's still in low range, it's still doing all of the things I wanted it to do. I just can't use terrain response, but that's fine, I don't like it anyway. But this is what this car's meant to do. It's a machine. It's a workhorse. It's not an electronic powerhouse. It's not. But it's a damn good piece of machinery. I love it.
Me too, Mud Rat.
I'm watching them do it. I can see how they're doing it. We're not flying. We're not going super fast. It's just a slow leisure pace, and I like that. This is a relaxing afternoon of off-road driving. It's not, let's see how far we can push these.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference, but this is great. The L405 is huge.
It is. Forgot he was in there.
That's a lot of thick mud we just went through.
Was it nice and thick mud, Patrick?
You're an I'm not even, it's just driving itself. It needs some throttle now. D90. Oh. Did it break down?
Oh, we're exiting. Okay, makes sense.
Testing out.
Until I get there. Alright guys, we're good. So close to perfect traction. There you go. Good job.
I love that. She just floored it through there. I'd imagine the L322 won't have much trouble. Good, I've broken it.
It's probably just mud stuck somewhere.
You know, if I owned Biltmore Estate, well, I'd be out here every day. I'd also buy another Land Rover and not use my daily for it, but you get the point. It's been great though. I've enjoyed this a lot. It's cool to have a convoy rolling through instead of just kind of like wondering where to go and what to do. It's nice to be able to see like the different lines people take and which line's going to be best for me. And I've really enjoyed it.
And what's cool too is they have left you on your own for some
Quite
of
a bit, yeah. Yeah, there was a point where I was like, they're gonna make me do this alone, and we're sitting there like this with a wheel up in the air, and I'm like, this doesn't help. I've had so much fun. I really have, and meeting these people has been so much fun. And that's what really makes it so great. Because to be honest, it's a bit slow paced, and it takes a while to get across, and I feel like you could do a lot more in a lot less time. But it's fun. It's just fun. And you're not sitting here the whole time going, come on, hurry up, let's go, let's go. It's just, you're having fun. And you make a connection with the people who are in front of you and the people who are behind you. And you laugh and have a good time, and they record your stunts. They record the things you do, and you record the things they do, and it's just fun. And again, it's unlike anything else. And here we go. I think we're done. They told us to put it back into normal height and to put terrain response in normal, which it's been in that the whole time because it's broken. As much stuff that's going on right now, you know, it's been a really stressful past few weeks. You know, trying to move and planning for this and doing everything, it was worth it. 100% it was worth it. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. And we will be back to the next Land Rover Owners Day because I've just had such a fun time. Everyone's just having a good time here. Everyone's just here smiling, laughing, having fun, cringing at some of the stuff that some of the drivers do, and it's just fun. And yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you do it? If you have a Land Rover and you get the invitation to come to Owners Day, or you're signed up to get the invitations, because that's all you have to do it. Without thinking about it, just do it. Because, you know, there was a while where I was like, oh, I could do this, but I'm afraid it would break. I'm afraid something would go wrong. I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to, like, get it into off-road height. I have done this thing the entire way with broken air suspension and broken terrain response, and it's done every single bit of it, no problem. No problem at all. Except for when they tried to redirect me because they were afraid it would hit some mud. I don't care about that. This thing's 9 years old, 8 years old. Screw it. Just have fun with the machine that you have, and I promise you will love it. It's seriously the best experience you could have is with people who love their Land Rover doing Land Rover things. And I'm just rambling at this point because I want to get the point across. It is 100% worth it. You know, there's no like, God, that was a lot, or God, that was a lot of money and a lot for the weekend and the timing was bad. Nope, doesn't matter. It was 100% worth it. God. The view behind us and the view in front of us, it's just, I'm ecstatic.
I've not been able to see the view behind us. I wouldn't trade this day for anything. You know, and it's just the people have made this experience so good. I love it. And the best part about it is driving around with your Land Rover friends and you're just driving through Biltmore. God, this is amazing.
It really is. I've had tons of fun. 10 out of 10, worth it. We'll do again. Want my own Land Rover now.
Don't you? See, this is an incredible marketing thing for them. And you feel so, and I know this is, whatever the term is, conceited, weird, narcissistic, but you feel so cool. And you feel so exclusive getting to do something like this. And really, anyone can do it. But you just feel special. It's just an occasion. And driving a Land Rover is already an occasion, especially when it has lights all over the dash. But this just makes it even more so. And I will be back next time, and the next time, and the next time. I'd imagine these people driving down the road are like, why are there so many Land Rovers?
That dude was walking his dog and he just stopped. It was just like, what is happening?
But they're beautiful. I love the color of the one in front of us.
I do too.
She's done well today. And I just hope she does well to get to Florida. They also got to reattach part of my car if they don't mind.
Oh, that's crazy. They have manufacturer plates on there.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so the end of Owner's Day has come. It was by far, well, no pun intended, 4x4x4.
Turn left on Service Road.
But it was by far one of the best days ever. It was so much fun. So much fun. I'm from Minnesota.
It was incredible.
But it was so much fun.
And everyone was like so nice and excited to be there and happy, and it was like genuine happiness. Even the people who were working were like, this shit's awesome.
Yeah.
And they were like, Owner's Day is the best because everyone just comes and like has fun. This entire weekend was just perfect.
It was over the top. I don't know. I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was just all perfect.
No.